Anytime I read a story in the Bible that has to do with women, it gives me joy, especially, okay? Still on our series of Audacious Faith in the Bible, today we are looking at Esther, Queen Esther. You see that popular saying,
if I perish, I perish.
It's Queen Esther. It's Queen Esther that said it, okay? Now, when I think about it, I'm like, okay, the king, everybody know that it was in the law of the land that you don't appear before the king unsummoned, okay? And one of the things that made Vashti to lose her throne was because the king summoned her and she said she's having her own party, which was justifiable, right? Okay, you they host your party, they host my own party. Why are you disturbing me, okay? When you read further into it and ask questions, you know that the king wanted to forgive her, but it's because of the people surrounding him that he said, okay, if you do it now, our wife will not be looking down on us. But that's not what we are here. I'm just giving that as a background story, okay? Now came Esther in the picture. She knows, she understands the assignment, the rules and everything, that you are not supposed to appear before the king on someone, okay? And I'm kind of thinking, okay, maybe you must probably be in a meeting with all these, I'm using today's society to look at all these leaders, okay? You must be in a meeting within the Commonwealth, or maybe some dignitaries that matters in the economy, okay? And here the point was because her people has been threatening that Haman that they are going to annihilate all his people and all that. And she's like, okay, I'm going to meet the king. If I perish, I perish. It's the fate for me, like, okay, God, I know say this one, they no pour me, but I dey go shoot my head there. If I perish, I perish. And when she summoned that courage to go and meet the king, I'm like, okay, this is audacious faith in action, okay? Even when you know that your life is at stake, even when you know that you can lose your throne, even when you know that, okay, a lot of people might not even understand it, even when you know that you are not supposed to appear before the king, we decided to do it. I mean, that is audacious faith, right? Having God being so kind of merciful, kind of honored appearance before the king, okay? I don't know if you watched the movie. There was a movie they called, I think, Queen Esther, One Night with the King. I think, God, One Night with the King. This movie, I think there was a movie they acted about Esther and all that, A Night with the King or One Night with the King. I hope I'm not mistaken, okay? When she was appearing before the king, like, and everything, the suspense and everything was like, okay, and people were there opening their mouths in like surprise, like, don't you know that she's not supposed to appear before the king and all that? And she was just there going. I'm talking about the movie now, okay? Because I love the movie that talks about Bible. I mean, it makes me to understand the scenario better, okay? Yeah. So when he approached the king and the king raised the holy scepter, is this scepter now? Is this and the king raised his staff, and when the king raised his staff, that means your life will be spared, okay? And if the king did not raise that staff, means that she's going to die. Like, what kind of rules and regulation is this that people were living with in that era? Me now, my husband, before I go and see my husband, I will not be feeling like an object they can use at any time. Like me, that I will not be overthinking it. Like, if I want my husband, then do I have to summon him? Anyway, that is just my mind playing trick on me, because that's how sometimes I reason. I'm like, okay, people during that era, una try you. Imagine being someone by your husband. Hey, that one of my together. Anyway, that's not what we are here for. We are here to talk about audacious faith, okay? So when you ask me, I can't believe that was audacious faith. Appearing before the king unannounced and still making that statement, if I perish, I perish, knowing fully well that God will do it and God church did it, okay? So let me know what you think in the comment section. Till I come your way next time, I am your humble host, Esivaro. See you guys later.